real deal experiences. So you went over there, or did you go, or your team went over there?
Yeah, they went over there.
What do you remember? What the
It's written up on the report, and I'm not, I
Yeah,
can't.
I got
It's
you.
written up. So,
Uh, they said I
and
might have
so I
needed
went.
one, but I don't know.
I think I heard them say that they might. I did hear them say that they. I thought I did. So obviously, I gave the wrong information.
Nah, but yeah, when after y'all left, she sent me a text said, "When am I get my new refrigerator?"
Oh man,
So
but
I'm
it's
like,
working.
okay, we need a refrigerator. So then
So
today, huh?
now it's working fine. Hey, let it do what it do. Then if it ain't broke, we ain't gonna fix it.
That is too much.
I tell you, maybe it took a break.
I think I got that anointed. You got that anointed touch when you go over there. Everything seems to
Yeah, okay.
go you too much. Roundup family. Good morning. Good afternoon. Greetings. Come on, we're gonna give you some time to log on here. I am excited to be sharing with you a dear friend of mine I've been knowing since 2005. I don't know. Four. I get to share with you a good friend, my friend brother Harry Cole. Get on logged on here.
Yes,
How you
sir.
doing today, Mr. Cole? How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. And yourself, my brother?
I'm good, man. It's a blessing to be here after this holiday, right?
Yeah, it is. It really is. And life is good. Life is good in spite of
Hmm.
all of the challenges and the things that we got to do. We just got to keep stay on it, stay on the horse.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's the challenge. That is the challenge.
it is a challenge. And
I tell
so
you, go.
today we're going to share with the people about some experiences and some hope and some faith and some goodwill and how to get things going if they want to get things going and make something happen. Because you can make something happen. That's for certain. You just got to have
Right.
that fire and that desire and God, and you can work it out.
I
And
love
so,
it.
Chris,
I
it's
love
just
it.
good. I'm excited about what you're doing, and I see you consistent and making things happen, man, all over the place. And
Thank
and
you.
and the big thing is that you care about people and you're trying to pull people in so we can turn this thing into something big.
That's right. That's right. Wow, I'm glad you said that, Cole. I appreciate you for turning it around.
So
Send a few more emails out. One second. We're gonna get I got this email gotta go out while we hit the button.
make myself a little bit more comfortable here.
Yeah, get comfortable.
And so,
Sometimes this internet like to act funny sometimes. Well, Cole, serial entrepreneur. I mean, when I met you, you had already been in the business for several years. I cannot wait to hear about some of the secrets. Give me a little bit of background. Roundup family, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Kris Haskins. I'm a real estate investor slash entrepreneur. You know my mission, my ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Roundup family, I got a good one for you today. Oh man. From time to
oh,
time, I get to bring my Monday Masters on. Harry Cole will be joining us today. He is an entrepreneur out there in Chesapeake, Virginia. He owns No Stuff Appliances, and he's going to tell us exactly everything he does because he does so much stuff. Harry Cole, thank you for joining us, my friend.
good afternoon, my brother, and good to see you. I want to talk a little bit about no stuff appliances and furniture. We've been around 30 plus years, and
Good
actually,
God.
it started long before that. And
Okay.
I say that to say this because I give a lot of credit to, of course, God first, and to my father.
Okay.
And he was in business himself, and the things that he put in us, me and my brothers, helped us along the way. And so I started. I had as early age, I had that desire to have businesses, and I tried a lot of businesses over the years,
Yeah, we'll get
and
some of that. We're going to get some of that.
good
Not now.
business.
We'll go. Yeah, we're going to get to some of that in a minute. Go.
So, but yeah, and it, it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work, no matter what. And some of them were great ideas, and some of the business I tried, they're doing well today. And so I see other people carrying it on. And it wasn't until really I prayed and sought the Lord, and he resonated inside of me, and he told me what I needed to do. And so we walked it out, and we still walking it out. And I'm glad I came that way. I didn't have a bunch of money. A lot of people I hear people say all the time they need a grant, they need this, they can't do this. You can do more than what you see you can do. You just got to put forth that effort by faith. Now, I hear people say they need a grant. Well, no, don't worry about a grant. Grant yourself. And
Oh
sometimes
man.
don't worry about someone else helping you. Help yourself. And help is available. So once you put it out there, you're gonna see things begin to line up and come together for you. But it's no quick fix. I mean, it's no success that I can find in anything without stress. So
Yeah.
prepare yourself.
I haven't found it
Prepare
either.
yourself for battle. Prepare yourself for battle, because it's going to be a battle. But the reward can be great. And if not, if you don't get anything else monetarily, you will get some experience. And experience is the best teacher. And so just stay on it, and there are going to be some great challenges. There's going to be some naysayers. There are going to be some people looking at it and saying, maybe, what are you doing? It's effortless. If your mind is made up and you hear it inside that I can do this, then just keep marching forward.
Wow.
And those naysayers will become believers after they said. They will no longer be doubting Thomases. They will see the evidence of what you can do through God's help. And I've tried many, as I said, many businesses, and I didn't have that foundation right. I didn't have that principle right. And when you get principle right, see, a lot of they want to separate sometimes the things that you don't need to separate in business. A lot of times we don't want God to be a part of it. Well, God is already a part of it. It's because of God that you have what you do have. And
That's
so
right.
you should never want to
That's
not
right.
diss God. And some
Mm-hmm.
people have done great and they don't go to church, but they've used the principles that
Mm-hmm.
God has made. And so when you use God's principles, you automatically are worshiping God.
That's ironic, isn't it? Because they don't, it's ironic because the principles are the brain and the universe doesn't care whether how you use it. They're gonna be true either way. Like it's like gravity. You can't
Yeah,
blame gravity if you jump out of a tree and break your leg.
it, it's just the fact of the matter. And so it's just the fact of the matter. And so don't be discouraged by what you hear, what you see, or what people say. You can make it happen.
I
And
want
a lot of times you don't need that, because a lot of times when people get a bunch of money, the things that they thought they were going to do, they're going to do something else. They're going to
to.
go another direction. So sometimes it's good to come up the rough side of the mountain. You have
Well,
more appreciation for what you have, what you're trying to do. Then
wow.
you have temperance, you have self-control, you have a mission, you have a purpose and a plan, and it will all come together. But you got to try to be stable, because money has a tendency to sometimes overwhelm you. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It can be
Well,
a
you can't
rush, and
buy.
it
Let
can
me
turn
ask you,
into a
Cole.
mad rush.
You
So you
can't.
gotta,
Go ahead.
and I'm
Let me
not
ask
trying
you.
to,
Go.
yeah, I'm not trying to say that you're not gonna do right, but some things you need before you need money.
That's right. Oh man,
Some things you
that's
really
right.
need more than the money,
But
because
let me
the
ask you.
money is just a tool.
Let me ask you, Cole. You can't
Yes,
buy grit, or can you buy grit, adversity, get up and go? Can you buy the hunger to succeed? Can it even be bought? I don't know.
you can't put a price on it, and that's something that has to be instilled in you, or that just have to be something that you're born with. Everybody, some people just born to do certain things. That's their thing, and like that. But if you don't feel like you got any potential, or you can't do nothing, just pray about it. And if
Hmm.
you don't have any, God will give you some potential. He'll give
I
you what
love
you
it.
need.
I love it.
He
I got
will. He will.
I got some questions here, Cole. I want to start from the beginning. Give me a snapshot. I want to, because a lot of my audience look to my channel for entrepreneurial guidance. I feel like, unfortunately, I'm like a big homie now. I've been doing it forever. When I
Right.
met you, you're like the big homie. Now I get to bring you on for them, and hopefully you change the trajectory of my life. So hopefully today you can do that. Tell me about the beginning stages of No Stuff, Cole. I want to know. In my experience, I had to learn how to make money without money first. I think that was a blessing from me. How to make money without money first. It's almost like giving a kid a Rolex. You know, they don't know what to do with it. So with you, tell me about the first days of starting out. No internet. This is pre-internet, pre-email, pre all that crap.
Well, through trials and errors, through a lot of trials and errors, uh, being unsuccessful, but I didn't let the unsuccessfulness just say, don't try, don't try.
Okay.
I kept on trying until I found that right niche. And I just said, I have to do this. I said, I know I can do this. I
Mhm.
know I want to do this. What's stopping me? And
Wow.
so I didn't have any money. I just grinded out. And that was hard, but I appreciated it. I didn't have no funding.
Wow.
I had faith through God. And everybody don't have to start that way. I'm not saying that's a necessity, necessary for you to do that. But if you find yourself in that place, don't let it hinder. Now, if you run into somebody and you get it, well and good. But the main thing to know, you got to be consistent. You got to be faithful. You got to be loyal, and you got to be trusting. And I'm saying trusting, not the universe, but the one in charge of it. And so
Mhm.
it will all come together when but it's not going to happen necessarily overnight. You know, you just got to, stay on it,
So,
stay
so
on it.
are you, or well, I mean, did you see a location where were you on a small, because right now your store is huge.
Right. I started in the backyard,
That's what
tinkling.
I want to hear about. Tell me about how do we get from idea, because obviously every business starts out with an idea. And the reason I have you on here, Brother Cole, a lot of my audience are real estate entrepreneurs, right? But I think my mentor says, Kris, you shouldn't commit business incest. We have to get ideas from all different types of businesses to be a well-rounded entrepreneur. And I know you got some ideas. Tell me about in the back. How did you get from the idea to backyard to? I mean, how did it come about?
Kris, to be honest with you, it's a lot to it. It's a lot to it. And I got to go back to the basics because of teaching and grooming and because of what you listen to, who you listen to.
Uh-huh.
Uh, it's a lot to it. It's just a lot to it. Sometimes you're being developed for a certain thing and you don't even know it. Sometimes you have working. Working is an essential thing. See, whatever you can find your hands to do. See, some people say, well, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But
Yeah.
whatever you can find your hands to do, work, just hustle, work, different jobs. I didn't know all those different jobs that I did was going to come together and help me in what I'm doing today. And so I always would work one and two or jobs with no family. I didn't have a wife or children. I just worked, hustle. I like having stuff. And so I say, well, I got to get it. And so it all came together as a result of just applying myself, all various types of jobs.
Okay.
And,
So you're
and
working and running a business back in the day?
well, when I was, when I say I was started in the backyard, I was driving truck also. And so I would work during the day driving truck, come home at night and work on appliances
Good Lord.
and fix and sell out of my garage. And then I bought a truck and I sold up and down the street at yard sales and rent
Mm.
spaces and do this and from city to city. I was determined. And people would sometimes say, man, go and get you a real job. I said, this is a job. And
Uh-huh.
so I've got a building. I got the first building. It was located on Bainbridge Boulevard in Chesapeake.
Okay.
And I stayed there 5 years and it expanded pretty quickly. And so when it did, my brother told me about this place that I'm now in. He saw it. He said, I think that would be good for you. I called him. I got the building. Bam. And I've been here 21 years later, still here by the grace of
Wow.
God.
That is so cool. So what if somebody were to take a snapshot of your business, Brother Cole, and they were in another area, give us a real quick 40,000-foot overview of what you do. What service or product do you offer to your community?
Well, we do appliances and furniture. And what we do, sell services, um, for all 7 major cities in this area. And sometimes we go out of the area.
Mhm.
If we get that call, we will venture out. And so that's what we do. We sell, we buy new and good used. We warranty if it's new. They get a year warranty, good use, 90 days, aftercare, and we're big on service. What I found out is this: a good name is worth more than silver or gold. So don't worry about silver and gold. A good name, your
Mhm.
reputation, your loyalty to the business, to people. And it's a lot more to it than just making money. You got to feel what you're doing.
Mhm.
You got to feel the hearts of the people. It's a service. So actually, you're selling service
Mhm.
because there's a lot of people do what we do, but service is king and
I guess
reputation.
that's one of
That's
my
what I.
questions here. One of my questions was, how important is it, Brother Cole, to go above and beyond for not only a client but just in general to give more than what the people expect? How important is that in business?
It's very important, Chris. Putting everything, all jokes to the side, is very important. It's like building a house. When you building a house, you put it in. You're not taking out anything. You building the house, and once the house is finished, then
Mm.
you have the right to sell it or do whatever you want on it. But you putting in. You can't build a house and take away from it. And the
Wow.
scripture in Psalms 127, it says, except the Lord build a house, they that labor in vain. And you don't want your labor to be in vain.
Wow.
You want your hands to be blessed. And so when you are loyal and when you are faithful and committed to people, a lot of people, they're doing it just for the money. And you can see those quickly because
It's
that's
different,
all
isn't
they
it?
care about.
Different. It's a big difference.
How long are you gonna last just doing it for the money?
I
And
don't
you don't
know.
it's not gonna work.
It's
It's not gonna work.
ironic though. So it's so crazy how, we're not wired like that. We're wired to give money. We're not. No one ever goes out there and says, "Go give good service today."
That it want that quick dollar, that microwave money.
Like,
And it's just not gonna be a pretty ending, you know. It's
I
not
hope
gonna
you're
be a
hearing this
pretty.
roundup. A lot of my audience, real estate people, they want to go out there and put a few offers in, Cole, get the house. Somebody else put up all the money. They flip it, and make the big check. That's where they see the HGTV craziness.
Yeah. So money coming, money is coming. But you gotta take your time, sometimes. So
All right, I got that one consistent. And round up family. Don't forget, Harry and I are going to go back and forth here for the next few more minutes, and then we'll get to your questions on the right. Make sure you put your questions on the right hand side for Brother Harry. Different types of businesses, Harry. Tell me what you started, and I don't want to say failed, but in my opinion, my philosophy is, if I'm failing, I'm trying to learn from that failure so I can move on. Hey, no,
one
go ahead, go ahead.
one business I tried it was the bail bonding business.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's a great business. But I knew it was a great business because it was good then, but it's even better now, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Bail
Okay.
bonding. And it wasn't successful. And I'll say again, it's how I went about it. I didn't
What
have a
made
whole lot of experience and my foundation wasn't right. And so it wouldn't stand. And so I don't believe that was what God wanted for me. You know,
mm,
it could have worked right, but you got to put it together right. And I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I
that's
could.
fine. Yeah, that's cool. So you did bail bonds, and what else did you do? I
I
love it.
did. I did a floor business, floor tech,
Floor
floor,
installing or selling flooring.
uh, buffering and cleaning and that
Okay.
type of industrial cleaning.
All right.
Loved it. I used to do antiques. Antiques. I loved it. Get old antiques and clean them up, restore them. But I couldn't live. I couldn't eat. And so I
Mm.
had all these antiques in my house and all around the house, and it wasn't enough in it to feed me. I said, this is not going to work. I tried the trucking business and it
What
wouldn't
kind
work.
of what kind of were you driving a truck or you dispatching, loading,
Well,
hauling stuff?
I did driving about 20 years. And so I decided I'm going to own my own. That flop. And so I got to be honest with you. It wasn't until I went into serious, after I got my life right, my focus right, prayed about it.
You talking
I
about
said,
getting right with the good book, or you talking about, well, you can let it go. That's cool. You don't got to hold back.
what I'm gonna just say in short a term, just say I gave it to God. I
Okay.
say I done did all I can do. I done tried this. I done tried that. I said, I just give it to God. And I really gave it to him. It's not a cliche. I just turned it over to him and started doing what people do when they say they're gonna give it over to him. And he took it from there. He
Wow.
honored, he honored it.
Glory to
I know he
God.
did. I don't need nobody to tell me. I know that I got this far by the grace of God and hard work, of course.
Do you think he has to do that? Do you think that he has an obligation to do that, being the Almighty? I mean, if you do this step, he has the obligation to do his part.
He will. He's not a man that should lie. He's not.
Mhm.
And he's faithful. He is faithful. We need to be faithful.
Yeah.
And when you make one step towards him, you know, like I know. We don't like that. People don't like for us to always acknowledge it, but anybody that's been successful in business, they ought to say, thank you, God.
I know I do.
I, it's just say, I mean, hey, it's just the way it is.
All right. Unique. What is your unique? What makes no stuff unique, Mr. Cole? I mean, I could buy appliances anywhere in the world, but obviously I've been buying them. I don't know how much stuff I bought from you and referred people, and you do all my stuff. What makes it so unique? What is no stuff's unique sales proposition?
I think one thing that makes it unique is the fact that we try to get the best. I, I, I made I made that a promise to myself when I remember, I almost remember the first piece I bought.
Wow.
I said, I want this to be a good looking piece. I want it to be a piece that I know that will last. And when I buy, I try to get everything that's of quality that I think that will last a long time, that will serve the people good. And it works. I don't worry about them coming back. If I don't see them every 1 or 2 years, they will tell somebody about me. I don't have to worry about, it's a lot of people in this world, so I don't have to worry about repeats.
Mm.
And sometimes people have bought the stuff so long and kept it so long, they'll come back 12 years later and say, I bought this used. I forgot who they were, but they remember me. They
Yeah.
remember that experience. So
Mm-hmm.
impression is a good thing. Character and dignity, you can't, principle, I go there again. And so you have favor. You have favor of men and you have favor of the Almighty. And so
So when you're
faith
getting
is
more
good.
experience, when I come to you, I know that you're gonna. I mean, you've already checked it all out. I don't have to worry about going through it. I give you the card. It's delivered. It's over. I don't want to think about it. I mean, for me, you take it. You take that one thing off my mind. I just don't have to. I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to the.
Right. Everybody is special. Chris,
Next
everybody.
thing. How do you? What is
We,
your? I'm sorry. I didn't cut you off.
yeah, we just had a little interruption, but
Oh, we did. Oh,
yeah, I think we good.
okay. Uh, you tell you give one next thing that I can check the box. I don't gotta once I come over there.
Say it again, Chris.
I was saying that for my experience dealing with you, I tell you what the problem is. We focus on the solution. You sign the paper up, take care of it. Don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah, I like doing good business, and I like for us to do good business, and it just make it a better situation when we man up and say, keep your word. Your word is important. Keeping your word is important. It's very important. And if you can't do what you say you're going to do, let somebody know, hey, I got a situation here, but I haven't forgotten you. I'm going to take care of this and try to be on point as much as you can be. And it's a good thing.
Is
Because,
that
I
something
mean,
that comes with maturity, Cole? Because I mean, I know I wasn't like that years ago. I mean, I tell my family members, it took me 40 years to figure that out, Cole. I mean, I don't know for you.
yeah,
It took me 40 years.
yeah, it did. I didn't, yeah, you're exactly right. That's something you got. We didn't start out that way, but we know now. And you got it's knowledge and wisdom and humbleness and just goodness. You know what I mean? You learn as you go, and you try to apply those things that you've learned good, put it to the test, and don't get up off of it. Because if it's good going in, it's going to be good coming out. So you just got to
Hmm.
hold that thing up, man. It's going to cost you something. to
Mm.
stay in business. It's going to cost you a lot. It's going to cost you a lot because it's not always about making money. Sometimes you lose,
Hmm.
but you gain sometimes from losing,
Yeah.
meaning that you might have to give more. Everybody is special. Everybody that comes in here, it doesn't matter what they look like, what they talk. I mean, it does matter what they talk like. You got to come in right, but everybody's special. We give everybody the same love.
I'm
And
missing your face, Cole. Move the camera over. I can't see you that well.
oh,
There you
okay.
go. Okay, there you go.
And so that's how we do it. And that's not going to change. As long as I have anything to do with it, that's where it's going to be. So when I'm not able to keep those standards and principles, then I'm gonna back down. When I can't hold it up like the way I want to hold it, then I'm gonna get up off the horse. I'm not going out like that. So
So
because
tell me
it's more
about.
than just about me or this business. It's about people.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean?
Yes,
It's
sir.
about people, man. Connecting and helping one another. And I I get you can have it. I mean, it's just not you, me, or few. Men as want to. They can jump in. It's room. It's room. It's room.
Yeah.
It's room.
Especially
It's
with the
room
internet
for
now too. So Cole, tell me about your hours, because a lot of my audience are startup entrepreneurs. Tell me about you being an entrepreneur before, how many hours you're working, as opposed to now, how many hours you're working during the day. You know, I mean, give it to me, because we've got. I think a lot of us have a blurred vision of being our own bosses. People want to be entrepreneurs so they can be the boss. They get to come and go as they please. They get to wake up when they want. They tell people what to do. Tell me a little about your hours working at the beginning and your grind now.
well, actually, a physical day starts about maybe sometime about 6:30 until about 7:30 every day. But you and I know we always working. We stay in the work mode. You know what I mean? I mean, this thing is like a ball and chain. And if you want some practice, if you really want some practice, get you a ball and chain and tie it to your leg. Sleep with it, eat with it, walk with it. But you learn how to get comfortable with it. You know what I mean? You learn how to get comfortable with this ball and chain. But
I'll
you
put
stay in
always
that
working in the mode.
work
So if you're
mode.
not, if you, my mentor says, let me ask you, Cole. He said, if he's not at work, he's thinking about work. What do you
Right.
think? What do you say to that?
Not to the point where I can't function in other things. You know, it's there. I, the mode is set, but I could, all you got to do is say boom, and I'm in that mode. You know what I mean? So your feet
I
hit the floor. You know what I mean? I ain't dreaming about it. I'm not, eating and sleeping it like that. But
yeah,
when the time comes, mode is right there.
it's right there. It's right there. Well, anyway, I won't give him a hard time, brother Cole. So many people I meet, they're like, man, I want to be my own boss. Obviously we want our community and around our family to be their own bosses. But I'm like, I don't know if it's as glamorous. Has it been glamorous for you? I don't know.
It is what it is. If that's what it is, I just hope it is what you say it is. And I'm saying that to say it can be, but it's not going to be peaches and cream all the time. It's not that. It's far from that.
Hmm.
And when your heart is really into it, you're doing it as a service. You're doing it because you like. When you do something that you like doing, and you're doing what you like,
The process.
it's awesome, man. You know what I mean? I mean,
Hmm.
I've been doing it a long time, and I'm not worried. I'm a little
Hmm.
tired, but I'm not worried
Yeah.
because I'm not doing great, but I'm doing well. And that's the scripture. It says, don't be weary in well doing. I'm doing well. Because life and death is in the power of the tongue. So whatever you speak, you can have
Wow.
because there's power.
Wow. I love it.
Yeah.
Cole, tell me this. What does entrepreneurship mean to you? What does being an entrepreneur mean to you? And why do you want to be? I mean, what made you, anybody can just work a job. What does entrepreneurship mean to define by you?
It means to me that you have great influence in your well-being. You can take whatever you're doing and you can make something of it. You seem to have, I mean, you're not going to enjoy the success working for somebody else as working for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You may work easier working for somebody else. And I feel like this, you don't know, you don't have much control over working with somebody else because you could lose your job today or tomorrow. You could be doing a great job and your boss say one day it's over. Who wants to hear that after you put 20 years in or 15 years? It's over.
I
And
hear
so
you
if you're
say
working for your,
so true.
if you're working for yourself, it ain't over till it's over.
I guess till you say it is.
That's right. That's right. Don't
Let me.
say it.
It's, I want to stay in that framework, Cole. Every day I wake up, I want to ask you because you're not in the real estate business like me every day per se, But I have to decide every day I wake up, Cole, that I want to be a real estate investor. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. Do you have to turn that on every day, or is it just this is what you are?
Sorry, Chris, a phone call was coming on top of what you were saying. Say it again,
Okay.
please.
Cole, in the mornings, every day I have to decide. Okay, this is what's going. I'm going to be an entrepreneur today. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be a successful real estate investor. Do you have to tell yourself that, or is that do you tell yourself that, Cole, or is it just in your DNA that you just do it now?
I'm past that now. Like I said, it's
It's like
just,
breathing.
yeah, it's just like another part of my body now. You know what I mean? Just like
You don't
another
even.
pair of hands.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
It's
All
just do it, man. Just do it.
right. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, we talked the other day talking about hiring people, brother Cole. I want to talk about the part that you can control, the people aspect of the business. In any business, it's just to me, it's the most challenging part because you don't know if they're going to go left, right, up, down, sideways. You don't know what they're going to do on any given day. Tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about your experience in hiring, firing.
I work. I've got my brother works with me.
Okay.
I got another man that I've known for 40 years.
Wow.
Most of these people I've known for, it's about 8 of us here, and I've known for a long time, and they're good people. But I went through a lot of people to have the people that I now have.
That's what I want. Yeah, that's what my point. See, people see you like me. I see you, and you're like this diamond. But I want to hear about the pressure.
Yeah, yeah, and pressure does bust pipes, I tell you. But I'm thankful, most thankful. But everybody, I've been through and some people have come here, got trained, and did good, and opened up businesses.
That's right. I have. That's right. I know of one guy. You're right.
Several men have done it, and some of them businesses all over this, being carried on, and that's good. That's good. I could call out a few, but I won't. But they're now my competition, and
See,
so as long as they're not across the street from me, we look at each other in the eye. I'm all right with it.
good guys too, man. They're good guys.
Oh, I love them, man.
So
And
is
so
that you said that's a challenging part? I mean, people coming and going. I mean, no doubt people stealing from you. People not showing up late. They're not doing what you asked them to do. I mean,
it's tough. It's tough. It's tough, Chris. I ain't kidding you. But I don't worry about that now. People around me like that. I don't have people that I think like that. And God has blessed me. I got solid people of integrity, people I can trust to.
how long did that take, brother Cole, for my people that are starting entrepreneurs now? They're concerned. Like for me, my real estate audience, they're looking for contractors, electricians, plumbers. I've been through the dudes I have now took me 10 years to find. I mean, I've been screwed over. I've lost so much money, Cole, you wouldn't imagine. I mean, I could literally put people through college with the amount of money that I've lost on bad contractors. How
You
long
know,
did it take you to find good guys?
well, I learned to look at people from this perspective. When I interview people and they right off the top, they start telling me I can do this, I can do that, I can do
Mhm,
this, I can do that. That's a bad sign, right? That's a red flag there. Because
mhm.
most people that got a good skill set and quality and hard workers, they're not going to say but so much. They're going to let their work speak for them. And of course, you got to, your resume, that's going to speak for you. But somebody that just constantly patting themselves on the back,
Mhm.
that's a clear sign that's not going to be a good person.
Self-praise.
You self praise.
I'm gonna just put be weary of self-praise. Is that cool?
Yes, sir, it is.
It's weird how you get older, brother Cole. Your ears. I'm thinking I'm reading your mind right now, but your ears they kind of peak in the air. You hear that word, you hear these certain word phrases coming out. I'm imagining what you start talking to yourself, no doubt.
Yes. I tell you, man. All right.
All right, hiring people, entrepreneurship, future. Maybe we get to some Q&A, brother Cole. I got you on for 30 minutes. Tell me about the future of No Stuff Appliances and the future of Harry Cole, my friend.
You know, I know I have some goals and some things that I'm trying to accomplish before everything is said and done. And I see things lined it up and moving in that direction. But I can't say who can say for certain it's gonna go like I. But however it goes, I'm gonna try to continue to do the best I can do right now until whatever happens. I'm gonna try to stay on course and get better because we can all because I don't see myself as the best, but I'm trying to be the best. You know what I mean? I know that no matter how good I do, I can always do better. And
Wow.
so I'm not gonna I don't feel like I've arrived and I'm sure not satisfied. You know
Holy
what I mean?
cow. Wow.
That's how I see it. I can
Wow.
always do better. It's more,
Wow.
you know.
So
I
that
can
is that
always
something that you developed over? I mean, I'm just thinking, most people would look at you or me or any successful entrepreneur, and they're like, you know what? I have people that tell me this. I mean, it's kind of like you have arrived to a certain level. Not saying that it's any good, bad, right or wrong. How
right.
do you keep that hunger, man? I mean, I mean, no doubt you could take a vacation cruise, whatever you. I mean, what is it that keeps you? Do you have like a big why or what? The community? What keeps you grinding though? But you're a grinder.
Yeah. And I try not to be a whiner. And I learned that. See, I don't want to get in that mode of I love what I do and I like to see things happen. You know what I mean? I just love, I love what I do and I do what I love. And I like to see progress. I love to see things going forward, good things happening. And it's good because I got some people here that they kind of depend on us to a
Hmm.
certain extent.
Gotcha.
And so I got to, they're a part of it. And so and I love people that around me that take ownership, just not here for a paycheck. That
Mm,
inspires me too.
taking ownership.
Proactive people. I love proactive people. That's another good quality. Proactive.
Well, I think coming from the employee world, it's almost like you're reacting to problems, as opposed to like you're saying being proactive. I think that's a different skill though, brother Cole. What do you say?
Absolutely. That's like a four-leaf clover to find sometimes. Some people just, you know, that way. But when you get people around, another thing that we do too that enhances our day. Every day we start out with scripture reading, and we
Wow.
just don't read one or two verses. We read scripture, and we
Wow.
stay in Proverbs a lot because there's a lot of wisdom in Proverbs. And then we open up in prayer. We
Mhm.
cover each other in prayer before we start out every day. We've
That's
been
cool.
doing that, and we're going to continue to do it.
Wow. That is
It
so
makes it makes a better day. It sets the tone. It sets the atmosphere, and
nice. Nice.
I got to do it.
All right, brother Cole. I won't hold you up. Let me see if I got any Q&A for you, my friend. Thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Kris, and all you do, man.
Round Up family, if you have any questions for my friend Harry Cole, Terrio wants to know what principles are you referring to with your, I guess he's saying with God and business. Is that something you could care to share, brother Cole?
Absolutely. Principle. When I say principle, well, certainly God is principle. And so if you're a born again believer or and you know that God is God, then automatically you know that God has a standard, a way of doing things.
Standard.
And truth is one thing. Truth is a big one. Truth, being honest, truthful, being dedicated, respectful.
I think people discount this stuff, Cole. I think in our society they discount it.
Yeah. Well, see, they like some people like this song I heard. It was by Frank Sinatra. I did it my way
Mm.
and don't have no regrets. You can't do it your way.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stay under the umbrella of principle. Do
Mm.
what's right. Always try to do what's right. And sometimes you got to go beyond what you know is right for the sake of peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Wow, that's deep.
apply it.
That's deep. Well, I think all of my men, all my husbands can relate to that one.
They better know it. That's a good one there.
Did I hit a nerve on that one, Cole?
Oh my goodness. See, you like me, you don't want to rest in peace. You want some peace so you can go home and get some rest.
All right. I think we get. I don't want to discount this stuff, man, because it is so true. Man. It's so true. We got standards. All right. Let's see. Harry is speaking some real stuff. I love talking to this guy. All right. What can you give my roundup family, brother Harry Cole, for the starting out entrepreneur? What advice can you give out for the person that wants to get their own business rocking and rolling? See, you're different because you have a brick and mortar store. A lot of us, including me, we live on the internet, so we don't have to worry about rent, overhead, employee, gas, electric, all that stuff. And you're in the real deal, the business world, Harry. I mean, it's just such. I can only imagine, man. I mean, I hope you write a book about this one day. I mean, this the stress and having to be accountable, your obligations you have to meet.
Uh don't be I say to whoever's listening, don't beat yourself up. Don't stress yourself about where you are. Just begin to start grinding right where you are. Be patient with yourself. Be faithful to yourself. Be true to yourself. Work hard, save your money, because faith is one thing, but you're going to need something to work along with faith. And so when God opens up a door where you take that money and you use it wisely. Don't throw it away and think some more is going to show up. A lot of times you say, well, I don't have. Well, you had it. You just didn't do the right thing with it.
Wow.
And that's keep turning it. Learn how to turn money, managing your money. You know what I mean? And try
A
to
big
get
difference.
from living from day to day, or from week to week, or from month to month. And you can do that little bit by little bit.
Hmm.
Stretch it out. Learn how to stretch it out.
So how
And then
important is? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
making money ain't always making money. Sometimes you can invest, spend, and make money. Meaning that because you spending money don't mean no, whatever you invest in, it may not, turn around for you today, but it's a good investment. And
Hmm.
so learn investment, and don't worry, put it to the side and don't worry about it. And then you have it some when you need it.
Yeah, I have my self-directed Roth IRA. I put it there. This is for investment only. Can't touch it. Investment only.
Be true
So,
to yourself.
do you, man? I see somebody with a question over there. Do you, regarding living below your means, brother Cole, is that something that? Tell me about your opinion on that. What is your philosophy on that? I guess is it different now than it was before? 'Cause I know for me, I'm like below means. That's my one of my things.
Sometimes you can have more than what you see. Take inventory. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to take inventory of sometimes you I have taken inventory sometimes and found something that I left in my pants pocket. I couldn't believe that I did. And
You know
so
you got it.
don't even know what you got.
Wow.
And then try to get all you can out of what you got. And when you make a turn, let it count for something. You go to the next corner, turn, let that count for something.
Hmm.
Go to the left, let that count for something. Accumulate as you go like a snowball. Just let it accumulate. Is it coming down? Just accumulate and be watchful over what you have.
Gotcha. Be watchful.
The word puts it this way: be faithful over a few things, and he said he would make you ruler over much. And
Man.
another thing the book says, a little becomes much when you put it in the hand of the God.
Hmm. That's so true, dude. Like if you
That's
can't, I
another
hear people
principle.
people all the time say they're so busy they don't have time to do this or they need money to do this, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the truth.
And you and I both know it's not always what you got, it's what you do with what you got.
Is what you do. Wow, wow, that's a big one, Cole. That's so big. In
You
my
you
business,
made you made the wrong decision. You made the wrong choice. You
mm,
had a plus, but you turned it into three or four negatives. And all
mm,
you had to do was make the right decision with that,
with
and it
what you
could have
had at
brought
the
you
time.
some comfort, some
Yeah,
relief, some joy.
man.
Money answereth all things, but it's not the perfect answer. But
Mm,
man, money does answer, and but there the Bible says that money answereth all things. It didn't say it was the perfect answer, but then again, it goes back and say the love of money is the root to all evil. So
mhm,
you got to balance that thing out. Listen, pay attention, use wisdom, knowledge, and God will grant you that if you
mhm.
ask Him or look in the book. Whatever
Right.
whatever we need is in the book. The prescription for everything is in the book.
All right, let me see. I had a quick. Somebody came in. TB Sweetie, you talking? You about to go do? You get TB Sweetie. Hey, she's going to sign a contract. I've got your purchase agreement. Okay, cool. If he signs, but it's not rotarized, it's still a deal. TB Sweetie, you better get your memorandum. Okay, you're going to get the memorandum. Okay, cool. How soon after the agreement is signed do I go file it? Does your memorandum have to be notarized? Yes. You don't need to. It's a real estate question, Cole. You don't need to necessarily have the memorandum recorded, but you need to have it in the arsenal. So when your seller starts acting crazy, you can go down there and record it, TB Sweetie. Just get them to sign it. And if you don't have a notary, I just did one in Connecticut last week. We got it signed in 30 minutes. Matter of fact, 20 minutes. Just get your mobile notary. They'll meet your seller wherever they are and sign all those docs. All right, get that stuff signed.
Good stuff.
Okay, brother Cole. Good talking to you, my friend.
You too, my brother.
Roundup family, please take a few seconds, subscribe to my channel. We are here to serve you, to pour into you. Thank you for allowing me and Brother Harry to pour into you today. And Mr. Cole, if they want to buy some appliances from you, what do we do? If they want to get some appliances or they have anything that needs to get fixed, how do they get in touch
14,
with you?
1415 Atlantic Avenue in the city of Chesapeake in the South Norfolk area. We're open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays open at 9 a.m. until 4 or 5 in the afternoon evening. And we'll leave a light on in the window for you. If you call us, you can connect with us by phone 543-7133. That's the office, or my cell 717-3195. All of that is the 757 area code. We're here, and call us, email us, text
I got
us.
you. I
We're
got your
here.
email address. Harry, your email is in the video description, so if they want to do that, they can do that too. But this
Okay.
man has been good gracious. You're like a pillar in the community, brother Cole. I mean,
Well,
I can call you and you're there. I can't imagine. I can't remember the time that where we put a call into you and we didn't call back, get a call back within at least a day.
thanks, Kris. I appreciate that, man. I really do, and I thank a lot of you and for what you've done. And that's what we got to do. Keep lifting each other's up. We can do it. I
Yep,
mean, as many as want to jump in, it's room for you.
yep. You're right.
And don't worry, just do what you need to do, and
Yep.
God will do the rest. Love you, man.
Okay, love you too. Talk to you soon. Roundup family. I'll talk to you. I'll see you Wednesday with brother Eddie. Let me get him out of here. Roundup family. I'll see you noon with what's that? I'll see you Wednesday with my friend, my brother, Eddie, Crazy Eddie. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. Matter of fact, if you want a topic that you want Eddie and I to go over on Wednesday at 2, please put it in the video description. My favorite thing to do is come live with you. This has actually been, now it's a part of my life. As we pass 3 million views over the weekend, 3 million views, Roundup family, you're blessing me. You're blessing me. And I'm just honored that you let me serve. Little old boy from Lynchburg, Virginia, you let me serve. I just cannot tell you how honored I am. TB Sweetie, you better get that memorandum. I'm going to come through this daggone camera here and get you. You better not get a smoking juicy deal with a lot of meat on the bone, as they used to say back in the day. And then you go try to either buy it or wholesale it, and your seller doesn't like you anymore. You better get that memorandum signed. Roundup family, if you don't know what the memorandum is, you ask. That's our deal insurance. It's deal insurance. It's just a piece of paper, black ink on white paper. Get it signed on every deal. You get me mad. I got my clients, they call me, Kris, do I really need it? If blah, blah, blah. Get it signed on every deal, every deal, every deal without exception. How do I know this? Every time I don't get the memorandum signed, what happens to you, boy? What happens to you, boy? Seller starts to act funny. I mean, it happens to me 100% of the time. I don't get the memorandum signed on a good deal. I mean, I can remember each one of them like it was yesterday. I'm traveling. One time I was in Colorado. Anyway, get it signed. That way you can sleep at night and you don't have people. As soon as you sign it up, you got other investors, Eddie's down there, other big sharks are down there. You never know who your seller's going to call after they sign your paperwork. Get the memorandum signed, or I'm going to come after you. I'm going to come after you with everything. Okay, round up family. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.